The EU remains divided over the refugee crisis. Sharing the efforts is far from being a reality. This is what emerged from the latest European Commission report on the relocation mechanism. Welcome to State of the Union. In response to the migration crisis, Member States committed in 2015 to relocate 160,000 refugees from Greece and Italy. But to date, just under 12,000 people have benefited from this system. Member States are reluctant to be punished for a lack of solidarity. The European Union is also trying to close the route from Libya to the Mediterranean, helping the country to fight smugglers. Most departures are to Italy, which is only 300 kilometers away. The EU's foreign policy chief has defended a deal to finance migrant camps in Libya. It's part of a move to stem immigration from Africa.
When the UNHCR manages to operate in a center and then identify someone as someone in need and having the right to international protection, then the UNHCR starts a resettlement program, and those persons are resettled, being it in Europe, being it in Canada or in the United States, that I don't know, or elsewhere in the world.
The EU wants to help Libya's Coast Guard stop migrants leaving in the first place. Leaders also pledged to help the country protect its southern border. Libya has been ravaged by conflict since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. The UN-backed government doesn't control all of the country. There's a rival administration in the east. And the so-called Islamic State also operates inside Libya. And it's a victory for Theresa May on the Brexit bill. The draft legislation to take the United Kingdom out of the European Union was approved by MPs. Previous day, the Scottish Parliament, dominated by the independence movement, voted against the bill, but it was purely non-binding.
The ayes to the right, 494. The noes to the left, 122. The ayes have it. The ayes.
After 3 days of debate and the scrutiny of over 140 pages of amendments, the British Parliament has passed the European Union Notification of Withdrawal Bill. The vote officially ratifies permission for the government to trigger Article 50. The Brexit bill will now go to the House of Lords for a 2-day debate on February the 20th. Any amendments added by the Lords will go back to the Commons, and the back and forth will continue until both houses agree. However, Prime Minister May has imposed the end of March deadline agreed by Parliament, at which point Article 50 will be triggered and a 2-year negotiation period with the EU will begin.
And in Brussels, they start to talk about the cost of Brexit. A figure of 60 billion euros has been mentioned, but the spokesperson from the European Commission used a rather interesting metaphor.
During the time of its membership, the United Kingdom has taken, and probably will take, financial commitments. As all commitments are taken jointly with the other member states, if they are not paid by the UK, the other 27 member states will have to foot the bill. It is like going to the pub with 27 friends. You order a round of beer, but then you cannot leave while the party continues. You still need to pay for the round you ordered, in a way.
And amid the Brexit debate, the celebrations of the 25th anniversary of the Maastricht Treaty went unnoticed. This Dutch city has become one of the symbols of the EU project, the treaty that created the EU itself and the single currency. 125 kilometres from Maastricht, in the streets of Brussels, citizens are not really aware of the importance of this date. Brussels has been celebrating the treaty that created the EU and the single currency. Well, EU officials have anyway. If I say Maastricht, what do you think?
I have no idea.
It's a town where you can visit on Sunday. It's nearby.
Maastricht? Where's Maastricht?
The Treaty of Maastricht. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Exactly. Today it's the 25th birthday of the Maastricht Treaty.
Okay, nice to hear. Okay.
You didn't know about it?
I didn't know about it. I didn't know it, no. And I don't even know exactly what it's about, in fact.
The treaty laid the stages for monetary union, leading up to the physical launch of the euro on January the 1st, 2002. Even in the European capital, it's with a certain anonymity that the Maastricht Treaty celebrates its 25th anniversary. Citizens and tourists don't really see the impact of how this major treaty built Europe, which includes the creation of the single currency and the free movement of people.
Grégoire Laurie, Euronews, Bruxelles.
He seemed to be calling for the breakup of the EU. Now he could become the United States ambassador to the EU. Who is he? He's our down of the week, economist Ted Malloch. Brussels is wondering if his approval could be blocked by European officials if he's appointed. A month after his departure from Brussels, Martin Schulz, the former president of the European Parliament, is now the Social Democrat candidate for the Chancellery. He's catching up with Angela Merkel amid a renewed popularity for the German centre-left, as the Conservatives try to tighten their ranks.
Alors que les conservateurs tentent de resserrer les rangs. Et notre
and our quote of the week, the head of the European Commission, Jean-Claude Juncker, after a meeting with the French Prime Minister, Bernard Cazeneuve, he said the following: "I'll now meet the President of Azerbaijan, so the pleasant part of the day is over."
Donc la partie agréable de la journée est terminée.
Now it's our agenda. MEPs will vote in Strasbourg on the EU-Canada free trade deal, the so-called CETA, blocked for a while in December by Wallonia. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will be in Strasbourg and he'll address MEPs and member states. The agreement must be ratified by all the national and regional parliaments inside the European Union in order to come into force definitively. Then finally, it's dubbed the Davos of Defence. The Munich Security Conference begins on Friday with 3 days of top diplomacy. Amongst the guests, US Vice President Mike Pence. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.
De nous avoir suivis et très bonne semaine à tous.